Hi everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. As planned, and since this month is chock full of a lot of awarenesses and dedications to the month, we're going to be talking about today that May is Mental Health Month and what thoughts and suggestions that can improve our senior loved ones' mental health. But also because we're a couple of days before Memorial Day, which is next Monday, is with Memorial Day approaching on Monday, May 25th, how does the day affect our senior loved ones who are veterans? So, no further ado, we're going to talk about Mental Health Month. Unfortunately, mental health is a stigma that we need to progress from and acknowledge it and actually be a resource to help ones that are afflicted with mental illness. So great that we are speaking out about it and there is more awareness for it. The stigma around mental illness and treatment is long existed, even though it has started to change. Some people hesitate to seek help and talk about it with their loved ones for the fear of being judged and face an unnecessary backlash. Simple logic dictates that if we hurt anywhere, we must seek treatment to get better. This applies to both our mental and physical well-being. While Mental Health Awareness Month is celebrated in the United States, a more universal day is celebrated by WHO on October 10th and is known as the World Mental Health Day. So it's World Health Organization. The history of Mental Health Awareness Month actually started back in 1949. It was commemorated as Mental Health America organization, which is now known as the National Committee for Mental Hygiene, and then later as the National Mental Health Association, before it got its current name. The association was founded by Clifford Whittington Bears, who was born in 1876 in Connecticut and was one of 5 children in his family who all suffered from mental illness and psychological distress. All of them also went on to spend time at mental institutions, and it was from this hospital admittance that he discovered that mental health field had a notorious reputation for malpractice, maltreatment, and immense bias. So he became an author on a book titled A Mind That Found Itself. And he became the providing force to recognize mental health and actually talk about it. There is 5 facts about anxiety disorder that will really capture your spirit. 1, anxiety is most common. In the United States, anxiety disorder is the most common form of mental illness. 2, very few people seek treatment. Anxiety disorder is treatable in many cases, but only about 35% of people opt to get help. 3, multiple factors cause anxiety, from brain activities in genetics to life events. A host of factors can lead to a person developing an anxiety disorder. 4, anxiety from a young age. The National Institute of Mental Illness and Health states that 8% of Americans, teenagers, already have an anxiety disorder. 5, exercise to fight anxiety. Many studies have proven that a little boost of energy from exercise can help lessen the effects of anxiety disorder. So, during this month, what is it that we really should seek out and find or be a resource to others for? We want to recognize that there is different types of mental illness. Yes, there's anxiety disorders, which include panic disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and phobias, but also depression, bipolar disorder, and other mood disorders. There's eating disorders, personality disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, And that is very common amongst our military heroes that are still embracing what they have experienced while they were in the military, or still while in the military. There's also psychiatric or psychotic disorders, includes schizophrenia. Why we love Mental Health Awareness Month. It is a celebration of mental health. The only way to enjoy life to its fullest is to experience all the wonders as if we take the care of ourselves mentally and physically. Don't shy away from talking about what's plaguing you because it might not be your fault, no matter how much society tells you otherwise. 2, it's a celebration of changing attitudes. We have come a long way from times with mental patients were treated as outcasts, not only by their loved ones, but also by their medical professionals. Times have started changing and more people changing their outlook on mental illness. However, we still have a long way to go. 3, it's a celebration of humans. We, as humans, are set as a meticulously put together details. Our minds and bodies work in harmony to bring on amazing feats in technology, science, humanities, literature. Our mental power, therefore, needs to be taken care of for a better tomorrow for the coming generations. How should we observe Mental Health Awareness Month? Take care of yourself. Life has numerous ways of ups and downs. Some are achievable and solvable, but others not so much. When your mental health acts up, seek the right treatment and make yourself better because, after all, life has much more to offer than just pain and suffering. 2, take care of your loved ones. This is where it comes in with our senior loved ones. Check up on your friends and family often. Many times, all people need a shoulder to cry on or an ear to listen. Support, encourage them for what they are being treated for, any mental problems. 3, talk with mental health. Talk about mental health. One of the best ways to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month is by talking about it with your peers. The more you talk about it, the more normalized it will become. There's great groups in every area. They're called NAMI, which is National Association of Mental Illness. There's chapters all through the states, counties, towns. Seek it out. It's great. They have support groups. Just the same. But as I go through this with a lot of my clients, a lot of seniors have depression and they're home alone because they're really just existing on a daily basis. No activities, no stimulation. They're not leaving the home. They're really scared for. They're lacking in self-care as well, too. As I was just talking to a client's son the other day, is keep a journal. Really and truly, keep a journal of your senior loved one. When they're having good, bad, and indifferent days, keep a journal of what their activities, what their habits are, what their mindset is, what their outbursts are, sometimes changes for the better. Make a mental note of it yourself, but jot it down in a journal. So this is a way when you do have that appointment with the primary care physician or that of maybe a neurologist or actually a psychiatrist, you could go over a chronicle journal of what's going on with your loved one's behaviors. Quite frequently, it is a lot of loss of independence that a lot of them have anxiety and depression. And sometimes we're not recognizing that they are on the onset of dementia as well, too. But honestly, that is going to be a great help because when your loved one goes to the doctor's office, they're on their best behavior. It's like going to the principal's office. So they're not going to talk about anything that's negative. They're only going to talk about what's positive. But if they have an approach of knowing what's going on when they see your loved one, may it be your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, they have a whole different perspective of really what's going on with them. So it's something that you could fax over to the office or drop it off to the office before the appointment so that doctor can review your rendering. This is a special time for our veterans. A lot of our veterans are very strong-minded and they know how to suppress their feelings. And a lot of them have post-traumatic stress disorder. And the reason why they experienced a lot And because of their bravery, may it be a male or female, they know to say, I'm okay with this. I elected to be an officer. I elected to be a soldier. I elected to be an airman. And you know what? I can handle this. But they're afraid to talk about it. There are so many groups out there for veterans, for them to unite with maybe social workers or with other veterans. And when they share it amongst themselves, that they're having hard times in coping with what they experience in the military is very poignant when you're doing it amongst your peers. And that support groups are wonderful. Please seek that out. And Memorial Day, we have to realize it's not a happy occasion. Memorial Day is remembering those that have given their best for our freedom and the sacrifice of their own lives. And these are the ones that we're recognizing for Memorial Day. But also remember the veterans that have survived maybe war and their fellow soldiers, their fellow airmen, Navy men, whatever that it may be, is that they are also in a lot of depression because they survived and their buddies have not. So keep that in as a mental note for yourself, that this is a day to embrace, but also for the veterans that are still here with us. So unfortunately, that is not exercised too often. As always, I lead you to my website, which is www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you will find my demographics, you'll find my bio, along with testimonials, various options, resource, and a whole library of not only Tuesday Talks, but now we have wonderful Old Wednesday and Words of Wisdom on Wednesday. So what I would like for you to recognize is next week, which is May 26th. On Tuesday Talks, we're going to be talking that May is Stroke Month and why is stroke awareness important for your senior loved ones. And tomorrow, on the cusp of also Military Appreciation Month, which is now, and also because of the upcoming Memorial Day this coming Monday, we're going to be talking about tomorrow on WOW. May is National Military Appreciation Month. We honor all our veterans and those whom we will never forget this coming Monday, May 25th on Memorial Day. As always, thank you for viewing Tuesday Talks. Have a blessed week and celebrate and actually reach out to somebody when you need help. No better time. And reach out to your senior loved ones as well, too. They might be needing just your word and your hug as well, too. Thank you. I will see you next week, and I also will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye now.